Here's a technique that is my go-to if I wake in the middle of the night. And this is really good if you wake up and your mind's racing, or if you just can't get back to sleep. Try this with me now. If it's safe to do so, close your eyes. And we're going to do this technique so you can learn it and you can do it yourself. What I'd like you to do is imagine how you would look if you were twice as relaxed as you are right now. And float in to that more relaxed you. See through the eyes of your more relaxed self. Hear your internal dialogue slowing down. And feel this deeper relaxation. And from this place, imagine how you would look if you were twice as relaxed as you are right now. And float in to that more relaxed you. See through the eyes of your more relaxed self. Hear your internal dialogue, slow and gentle. And feel this deeper relaxation. And from this place, imagine how you would look if you're twice as relaxed as you are right now. And float in to that more relaxed you. See through the eyes of your more relaxed self. Hear your inner voice, calm, peaceful, and feel this deep relaxation. So right now, you should be feeling very relaxed. And you can see how easy it is to float off into a deep, peaceful sleep. If you want more techniques like this to help you sleep, they're available on my app, which you can get from the App Store. Your self-image is the way you perceive yourself. It's kind of like a template for what you can and can't do. So if you think of yourself as a shy person, you're not going to be able to be outwardly expressive. If you think deep down that you don't deserve to be successful because you're not worthy, you'll stop yourself. So we're going to do a technique. It's a visualization technique from neurolinguistic programming called the Swish pattern, created by my friend Dr. Richard Bandler. And what this is designed to do is to say to your brain, not that, this, right? So first of all, what we're going to do, I'll walk you through, is we're going to picture ourselves the way we presently perceive ourselves. Yep, we're going to make an image of that's the way I am right now. Move that image aside, and then we're going to bring in a picture of the way you'd ideally like to be. So say maybe more confident, more successful, more charismatic, more joyful, whatever it is, right? Then we're going to shrink that picture down like that, bring the old picture back in, and we're going to go this. We're going to whoosh, like that, whoosh, and we're going to explode the old picture out, bring the new picture in of you looking healthy, happy, and successful, right? So we're basically saying to the brain, not that, this instead. And when we do it several times in a row fast, it has a powerful effect on the way we program our mind. So let's do it together. First of all, I'd like you to make a picture of the way you presently perceive yourself. Put it in front of you there like that. Okay, now Move that picture to one side. Now imagine the way you'd ideally like to be. Maybe a happier, more successful, more confident whatever it is, right? Take a moment to really design that. Look at your posture, your expression, the way you connect with people, etc. Now, here's the magic. Shrink that picture down like that, so it's in this corner here. Bring the picture back in of the way you presently perceive yourself. And on the count of 3, we're going to expand the new picture, and we're going to smash the old picture out, and we're going to make this new one big, bright, and bold. Ready? 1, 2, 3, whoosh! Explode the old one out, bring the new one in. That's it. And look at that picture of you the way you'd ideally like to be. Okay, let's make the screen blank again. Bring in the picture of the way you presently perceive yourself. In the corner, the way you'd ideally like to be. And then 1, 2, 3, whoosh! Explode the old one out, bring the new one in. Look at that picture of you the way you'd ideally like to be. Okay, make the screen blank again. Bring in where you presently perceive yourself, the way you'd ideally like to be. And 1, 2, 3, whoosh! Explode the old one out, bring the new one in. That's it. Look at that you, that confident, happy, successful you. Let's do it one more time. So, make the screen blank again. Going to be harder to bring that picture in of the way you presently perceive yourself. But here we go, where you'd ideally like to be. And now, 1, 2, 3, whoosh! Explode the old one out, bring the new one in. Look at that picture of you, successful, happy, and confident. And keep that in mind. Here's a great technique for increasing confidence and feeling good about yourself. Now, nearly everybody, when they look in the mirror first thing in the morning, gives themselves a bit of a hard time. They'll go, oh, fat face, funny nose, big ears, or whatever, something like that. So some of it really quite abusive. Other people have a thing called body dysmorphia, where they really can't bear to look at themselves in the mirror because they say such hideous things to themselves when they're looking. So we're going to do a technique, and this works for people who either find it really hard to look at themselves in the mirror or people who are just harsh and critical. But we're going to do a technique now to increase your self-love and confidence. So when you look in the mirror, you feel good. Right. So what I'd like you to do is close your eyes if it's safe to do so. And I want you to remember a time that somebody paid you a compliment. You knew they were sincere and you felt good, right? So maybe somebody said, "You look so beautiful tonight." Or they said something like, "My friend thinks you look hot." Ooh, and you had a sort of cheeky walk for about half an hour because you were so pleased with it. Something like that. So I want you to return to a time that somebody paid you a compliment, and I want you to hear it in your mind over and over again, right? So that's right, back there. Somebody paid you a compliment. What do you see? Most importantly, what do you hear? Hear it loud inside your mind right now and feel the good feelings. There you go. Keep going through this memory. What do you see? Oh, what do you hear? Keep hearing that compliment over and over again inside your mind. That's it. And feel the good feelings. Keep replaying that compliment and feeling the good feelings. That's it. Replay the compliment and feel the good feelings. That's right. Replay the compliment and feel the good feelings. And now, as you replay the compliment 5 times, I want you to imagine that you're looking at yourself in the mirror. That's right. Look at yourself and replay the compliment. Replay the compliment. Replay the compliment. Replay the compliment. And replay the compliment. And then open your eyes and come on back out. Should be feeling pretty good by now. And what I'd like you to do is every day for the next 7 days, when you stand in front of the mirror first thing, close your eyes, replay the compliment several times, and then open your eyes and then look at yourself as you replay the compliment. And you'll condition yourself to feel good about yourself. If you ever get thoughts that bother you or upset you, this next technique works incredibly well. Now, I've helped people use this who get, say, flashbacks of something that was very unpleasant that happened to them. Or say you've gone through a relationship breakup and you can't stop thinking about the person and it's upsetting you. Now, it's a very simple technique, this, but deceptively so, because it's so powerful, right? So what I'd like you to do is to call to mind the thing that's upsetting. And then what we're going to do is, like when you turn the brightness up on the TV, and it goes so white that everything just whites out. Or like in a snowstorm, everything just is white, right? We're going to do that, and we're going to do it over and over again so that it'll be almost impossible for you to recall that thing, or certainly not in a way that's upsetting. So, a person or a situation that's upsetting, and as you bring it to mind, I'd like you now, in your imagination, to turn the brightness up. White it out, white it out, white it out. That's it, yeah. You can paint it all white if you want, but just make it all white. Then bring that personal situation back again and turn up the brightness and white it out. White the whole thing out, that's it, white. And then bring it back again. It's going to get harder to bring it back, by the way, as we keep doing this. Personal situation that was upsetting you, and white it out. Make it all white, bright, 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 white, white. And then bring that personal situation to mind again and turn up the brightness. White it out, white, 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 pure white. All you can see is white. And trying to bring it back now, it should be getting a little bit harder. And white it out, that's it. White, 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 white it out. Pure, bright white. And then one more time, try and bring that personal situation that was upsetting you back to mind and white it out. Turn the brightness up so bright, that's it. White, 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 white. Now, when you think about that personal situation, notice the difference. The most damaging stress isn't always obvious. It's the tension we carry without realizing, in our shoulders, our breath, or our thoughts. So close your eyes for a moment if it's safe to do so, and notice where you feel any tension in your body right now. Do you feel some in your jaw or neck, between your eyebrows, or just observing, not trying to change anything yet? Okay, now, imagine this tension has a color, and watch this color slowly fade. Like sunlight dimming at dusk. Feel the natural release that comes with simply paying attention. So throughout your day-to-day, pause and notice. Notice these moments of awareness. Naturally release tension without forcing or trying. Your body knows how to release the stress. The only task is to create the space for this natural unwinding to occur. Let this awareness become your constant companion in daily life. So this technique is to help you gain control over unhappy or unhelpful memories, memories that come in, say, the form of a flashback. Now, I started to use this technique when my father died, and I was so overwhelmed with grief. And after about a month of feeling so terrible, I suddenly thought to myself, how am I upsetting myself? Because there are only two ways to feel good and bad in life. Either remember something good or bad that happened, or imagine something good or bad that could happen, right? And when I was feeling this awful sad feeling, I thought, oh, I'm remembering what it was like at the end of my father's life. And I'm there in the hospital, and it's really very sad and overwhelming. And actually, he had a fantastic life. He had the most wonderful life. So rather than think about the bit at the end, I changed it. So every time I caught myself feeling sad, I would step out of the memory, out of myself. So I'm looking at the back of my head, disassociating, like it's happening to somebody else. And I'd drain all the color out until it was black and white, so it takes away the emotional intensity. And I'd shrink it and send it away. And then I would instantly step into a happy memory, remembering when we were playing football when I was a kid, or when he was encouraging me, or maybe we were laughing at a movie we were watching. And so I would make that really colorful and bright. So I'm saying to my brain, not that, this. Not that, this. Now, thing is, after doing this for a couple of days, my default setting was automatically to go to a happy memory with my father, right? Grieving's a process, of course. We need to go through it, but I didn't want to stay overwhelmed for too long. And so I used this process, and I'll use it with you now. If there's something that bothers you, right, I'd like you to think about it and recall it, and then instantly float out of that memory. Float out of it so you can see the back of your head as you move it further away. Next, Drain all the color out of that image so it becomes black and white. And then shrink the image down so it gets smaller and disappear it. Now immediately step into a happy memory. Something that makes you feel really good. Maybe you're laughing with friends, or you've just achieved something, or it's a beautiful day. There we go. Let's do it again. Recall the unhappy memory, the thing that's bothering you, and step out of it. Float out of it and look at the back of your head as you float it further away. Drain all the color out, make it go black and white, and shrink it down and disappear it. And then immediately step into a happy memory. See what you saw, hear what you heard, and feel how good you felt. Make it rich, bright, and bold. Let's do that one more time, just so you've learned how to do it. So think about the unhappy memory and float out of it. Float it further and further away so you're looking at the back of your head, and make it black and white. Drain all the color out, shrink it down and send it away, and immediately step into a happy memory, something that makes you feel good. What did you see, hear, and feel in this happy memory? Repeat this process as often as you need to. Step out of the bad times and step into the good. Success leaves clues. Have you ever noticed how successful people move differently, speak differently, and carry themselves differently to unsuccessful people? Now, they've discovered something crucial. Your physiology shapes your psychology. So when you move with purpose, your mind follows. So right now, if it's safe to do so, stand up and move as though you've just accomplished something remarkable. Remember a time when you accomplished something and return to it like you're back there again now. See what you saw, hear what you heard, and feel the energy in your body. That's it. Lift your chest, the smile, that's it, around the corners of your mouth. This isn't pretending, it's practicing. Each time you embody success physically, you're rewiring your brain's natural success patterns. The path to achievement starts in your body. Shape your movements and you shape your life. The chaos of modern life can make inner peace sometimes seem impossible. But what if peace isn't about controlling your environment, but about changing how you respond to it? Now, most people search for peace by trying to eliminate all disturbances from their lives. They think, once everything is perfect, then I'll feel peaceful. But this approach keeps peace forever out of reach. So true peace comes from developing a different relationship with disturbance. Start by observing how you respond to disruption. Do you tense up? Do you fight against it? Do you try and control it? Notice without judgment. Now, try something different. Next time a disturbance arises, whether it's a noisy neighbor or a change in plans, consciously soften around it. Don't try to change it or fight it. Simply allow it to be there while maintaining your center. This takes practice. Begin with small disturbances and notice how your relationship with disruption gradually shifts. You'll find yourself maintaining calm even in challenging situations. The world's always going to have chaos, but by changing your response to it, you create an unshakable center of peace within yourself. This is true freedom, not the absence of disturbance, but the ability to remain steady within it. Let life itself become your teacher. Each disturbance is an opportunity to practice maintaining your peace. In this way, what once disturbed you becomes the very means of deepening your inner tranquility. Have you ever wondered who decided what you can and cannot do? We see, most of our limitations aren't based on reality. They're based on beliefs we've absorbed or created about ourselves. Now, these beliefs act like invisible walls, defining what we can think is possible. But here's something fascinating. When you examine these beliefs closely, you sometimes find they've got no real substance. They're just thoughts that we've practiced so often that they feel like the truth. So start noticing phrases that you use that limit you. Things like, oh, I could never do that, or that's not the kind of person I am, or it's too late for me. Each of these statements is a belief, it's not a fact. Question these beliefs. Where did they come from? Are they really true? What evidence do you have for and against them? Often you'll find that your limitations are based on old stories that no longer serve you. So begin challenging these limitations in small ways. Choose one limiting belief and deliberately act against it. Notice what happens. Usually you'll find the limitation only existed in your mind. Your capabilities are far greater than you imagine. Every time you push past a self-imposed limit, you expand your sense of what's possible. This isn't about reckless action, it's about honest examination of your assumed limitations. The walls that seem to contain you are often made of nothing but thought. See through them and watch your world expand. Time's an interesting thing. We spend energy worrying about the future or replaying the past, so we can miss the only moment we can actually influence, which is right now. The present moment holds a power that some people never fully grasp. It's the only place where change is possible, where choice can be made, where life actually happens. Take a moment right now to fully arrive in the present. Feel your feet on the floor, the weight of your body or the movement of your breath. Notice the sounds around you, the quality of light, the temperature of the air. As you do this, you might notice something interesting. In this actual moment, right now, everything is okay. Most of our stress comes not from the present moment, but from thoughts about the past or future. This isn't about ignoring responsibilities or not planning for the future. It's about recognizing that your power to act, to change, to choose, it all exists in the now. When you fully occupy the present moment, you access a different quality of intelligence. Solutions arrive naturally. Creativity flows. Anxiety subsides. And this is because you're operating from reality rather than mental projections. So start bringing this awareness into your daily activities, whether you're eating, working, or talking with somebody. Be fully there. Notice how this simple shift transforms your experience of life.